and gentlemen, welcome back. Time for game number 2 here in the Cobx Masters Ahmedabad. Slowly but surely getting through all of our stops. I believe we're halfway through right about now. And, well, only one semi-final today. One of the other teams backed out. So we already have one slot of finals filled. And D9 only one game away from punching their own ticket to that game tomorrow, but they still have to go through trash talkers who didn't have a bad landing stage, didn't have a bad draft. They just kind of missed their timings in the execution and kind of ran into the open knife, more or less. That is the Warlock combo with the Golem, with Fatal Bonds, with all of that burst damage that they had to offer on their teams. So we'll see what happens now in game number 2. Bottom.
Gotta say, I'm expecting the Warlock pick from D9 this time. There's a first pick on Trash Talkers though. There's a Spectre ban instead. I was actually thinking about why Spectre? Why ban the Spectre and not the Warlock? If you run into so much trouble, but let's see. Do you just run the same stuff again, just without the Spectre this time, or we're gonna see something new? In terms of bans, it's only it's Bloodseeking and Spectre that has been adjusted. From D9, it's the absolute same.
Yeah. We'll see whether they're probably thinking about, hey, do we actually pick the Warlock ourselves now? Do we go for something like a Beastmaster that's Underlord instead? And
not a fan.
Yeah, same.
Not a fan. First pick Underlord is like, please pick Monkey King. We want to lose our offlane.
Yeah, it's not just Monkey King. There's any number of lanes actually do decently well against them. Especially if that hero is left alone
10 seconds
or has
remaining.
a 4 position that doesn't really make up for his shortcomings, because he needs a lot of levels to be really sort of dangerous and able to secure CS by just popping down Firestorm and not making the other team understanding it.
There's the Warlock.
Yeah.
Second pick Jakiro or Windranger would come to mind, add more pressure to the Underlord. Warlock is already pretty good. If you slap a Jakiro on top of it, it just becomes a nuisance of a lane. Then you don't even need the Monkey King to zone him out. So, yeah. But they have absolute free reign. Like, I feel like before they were even in draft. With the Underlord pick, they were one step ahead on Team D9. Now it's 2 steps. They still have all the picks to work with. So Warlock just checks one, if not 2 of the boxes already, where you have a stun through BKB, you have a laning sustain, and you have a good slow in your team you can utilize. So it's pretty much, I don't know, Warlock is the pick of the meta. If you want to win your pop games, go pick Warlock.
Yeah, pretty much. That or Windrunner, according to some.
Doesn't look always.
No, but most of the time it does. What's the second hero now, though? Like, I wouldn't be too surprised to just see the Beastmaster. I normally see teams pick up the offlane in this position, or an offlane support.
Beastmaster could work.
Admiral Kunkka.
Kunkka. Interesting. It fits the same. It's AoE damage with the Warlock. I like it.
Yeah. Also very nice against the Underlord, because you can, even if he uses ultimates, you can X one of them back.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Kunkka needs a talent, you know? We need to remove like the plus 40 damage, but like because that's way too strong. And we just change it up, and he gets like AoE sent back, maybe? No?
AoE X? I know you were gonna say that.
Come on, that is great. That is a great concept for 25. That would be so cool.
Would be freaking OP, yeah, that's what it would be.
Not OP, there's worse heroes.
Come on, like, no. Just imagine Darkseer vacuuming them together, you X them, and then you have all the time in the world where they can't actually leave.
Maybe it should be global on every hero on the map, including allies.
What?
You just X-mark everybody, entire enemy team, entire ally team.
This sounds like something from Mutation Mode, honestly. Well, and actually, Mutation Mode has that with the glimpse, sort of.
They do? Oh, yeah. Cool. I never played it.
There's one mutation where it's like, random spells every minute or so. And one of those spells is glimpse.
Alright, Valve, I'm up for hire. Hit me up.
hit me up. I've had the same idea you
5
had.
seconds remaining.
I'm just as smart as you are, guys.
Had the same idea you had, that would make me an EA employee. But hey, let's skip that topic. Not gonna close any doors here, but maybe it's too late already for that.
Yeah.
Nagasaurin coming out for Trash Talkers. Little bit better, I would say. Still no big answer to the Warlock, I'd say. I feel like they need a defensive hero or a hero that immediately just jumps on him and takes him out. Would like heroes like Neek's Assassin that provide some control for them, or just straight up go for heroes that disable them. With Doom Band, however, that's a smart move by D9, like Sky and Doom Band. How do you approach this Warlock? There's not many heroes left in the pool or in the meta that are playable that you can go for. Almost have to run towards like a Storm or something.
Yeah. Or you just rely on the Naga Siren song to be able to counter initiate the Golem and or the Kunkka combo. Could be strong enough if you have some follow-up of your own. Like always, like you have a little bit already from the Underlords, but you need something stronger than that. I always just dislike the Naga Siren solely as a defensive tool, without also having the ability to set up for a team fight of your own after the fact. So
I won't
it's
call
something
Naga
I'm
back.
into now. I don't. Nobody does. Don't even say that.
I do.
What the
Call
hell's
Naga
wrong
was
with
so
you?
fun.
What is
Come
wrong
on,
with
50-minute
you?
game. It's so satisfying farming on Naga Siren,
10
okay?
seconds
It's
remaining.
great if you play it, but everyone else just hates it. Hates
You
it.
know I play techies, so I really don't care about my team.
God damn it! Is it too late to get a different co-capture production? Can I just toss them out here?
Please tell me you're holding your fingers to you know, and like yeah, I understand. And, you know, like like in a live TV news broadcast.
All right, trash talkers. They're up against Omni Knight as well now, so pretty decent. Repel can always be super useful, but can also bite you in the ass against Naga Siren in particular. Like
To be
maybe
fair-
isolate somebody inside the song to be right click down.
There should just immediately just be a Razor pick here. So Jakira now. I still have one pick to work with, but if you pick up the Razor now, you will have one lane that does fine, that you can flex with. You have the Underlord on the other, you can go aggressive because the Razor is absolutely fine alone against Omni Knight. He just wins the lane straight up. It's the same way against Kunkka actually. He's both against against Omni and Kunkka, meaning he's either a mid or a safe laner, so he matches up against one of them. I would really like to see the Razor coming out.
5 seconds
Could you also see the
remaining.
Razor on D9 now?
They could go for that. Just deny it away from Trash Talkers. Not too bad against Underlord either.
Especially seeing how the Monkey King that you mentioned earlier has been banned out, so don't have that easy
Yeah,
out available.
they had to. Can't let him go through. We've seen that one too many times.
Radiant team pick. Luna.
Luna, all right.
I was thinking Troll, but Luna works just as fine. Luna Omni Knight, that's a little bit more of a classic combination.
It's almost similar to the Gyro Wisp, where Gyro is this kind of one of these kind of very squishy agility heroes that does a lot of damage in team fights, but can't really easily sustain himself. So Io
10
solves that
seconds
issue for
remaining.
him, and Omni Knight can play the same role here with the Luna.
5
And Glaives
seconds
work really
remaining.
fine with the Warlock Fatal
That
Bonds
as
too.
well. Blades and
It's the
Eclipse,
same
like, there's a lot of team fight.
I think they would have gotten to the Spectre again if it wasn't banned.
Yeah.
She's pretty good against the Underlord as well. She cancels out the passive of Underlord completely, and you have magic damage to work with. So he can't even easily TP away from you. There's the Storm. Hey, called it.
All right.
Yeah, I like that Storm pick, but I still feel like Razor would be an excellent 5th pick. Should be banned out by D9. They gotta make sure that their offlane Omni Knight is getting something, unless they want to run in the 4 position, and this is just a bait.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I mean, Kunkka is flexible
10
enough. He
seconds
can be
remaining.
mid, which we would probably still expect. Should be doing well enough against the Storm.
5 seconds remaining.
Just with the cleave harass.
They need a silence or a heavy stun for Storm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be too turned down by something like a Magnus. Would be an excellent pick.
I can actually see that, but it's also a bit dangerous because there's a bit of wind-up time on the spells. So maybe just go back to the
Radiant team
Beastmaster.
ban.
If that one's still available.
Say Beastmaster. Brewmaster would be another choice they could make. It gives them something during the Naga song to work with.
It'd be hilarious to see a Storm Panda up against another Storm Panda. That's what it basically is, isn't it?
And you complain about my jokes and references. Alright then, Mr. Dragon Jolt.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean,
What else is there in
that's
the
what
pool
it
for
is.
them?
It was the joke. It
5
was just a
seconds
fact.
remaining.
Come on, man.
When I do facts, you laugh at me.
Yeah, because your facts are bad. Fake facts. Hashtag fake
I
facts.
see
Fake
you
facts.
joined Team Trash Talkers here. Biased. Alright, what's the fifth pick? Sort of Trash Talkers, what do you need? You need Dart Carry. Unless it is the Naga Core. Please be Naga Core. Terrorblade would come to mind, but is up against the Omni Knight. Razor is still an option, just saying it. Medusa is banned out.
10 seconds.
Chaos Knight?
remaining.
Maybe?
Mm,
It's risky, but
5
could work.
seconds remaining.
I don't know. Need something with some
Slark
punch.
is there, good against Omni Knight and Luna.
Yeah.
Can get rid of the Fatal Bonds. I actually like Slark. I think Slark is the call.
Hmm.
All Legion Commander, just because they have a player called Burning Legion.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, that's the Slark.
Yeah. I think you had the right of it there. It's a bit worried because both Slark and Stormspit are kind of heroes that go in, get a quick kill, and get out again. Or at least that's the plan, and then just basically constantly re-engage.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
with the song into Jakiro and Underlord control, they should have enough setup
5
to
seconds
be able to
remaining.
burst down the heroes that they need to. Because if they don't, well, we're going to see the same thing again we just saw last time with Team D9 being able to turn fights around back based on the Warlock and the Kunkka, and not to mention the Omni Knight. Like they have a still a pretty good team fight lineup. And Queen of
You
Pain
may
just
now
gonna add to
select
that.
your heroes.
Ooh, interesting Queen of Pain. Arthur on it, so. Arthur was not the mid, right?
He was the mid.
No, he was.
Bloodseeker.
He played Bloodseeker. Yeah, he was the mid. My bad.
Takamori was picking up the Kunkka, so he's gonna be that 4 position unless they swap the roles, and it is the offlane Omni Knight.
I would like to see the Kunkka in the core position more than in the support. I feel like in the support position he's not gonna do enough. He needs to be some sort of damage output in until Luna comes online.
You're getting your wish. And I think it's also a lane that you can certainly abuse just as the Omni Knight alone up against Slark.
Yeah.
If you have Kunkka just keeping Jakiro or Nagasara, whoever ends up being up top there, probably Jakiro. If you keep him busy, then you can just bully the Slark out of lane as the Omni Knight.
That is one ugly Luna said.
You're like sexist now?
It is ugly. It's as ugly as the Omni Knight maze.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Well, some people are just blind.
We have an actual game to talk about. Actually, exciting game here of Dota. D9. We're going to try and get a second win here to punch the ticket to the finals. And, well, you have this dual lane between Underlord and Nagasiren. And Nagasiren, as far as offlane supports are concerned, not the worst. Because you have this high armor, you can dive that pretty decent nuke with the Riptide. Also making your right clicks more effective, so they'll look to be trying to use that as much as they can. You're up against the Luna lane though, which is not as easily exploitable as the Spectre lane early on.
Managed to snack up 3 of the runes. Being a little bit annoying on the ninth side. I think he wants to go for the pull on the second wave. Don't think he's gonna get it in time. Nah, he also has a Kunkka on his arms, just running behind him, so no chance. Talking about lanes, yeah, Underlord's gonna struggle. Mid lane, Queen of Pain against Storm, a little bit more exciting. That's like an old school lineup you would see in like Alliance versus Na'Vi or something, like TH3 kinda. It's a lineup you usually don't see anymore that much.
Many years ago, but yeah, I mean, it's 1v1 mids in general coming back. A lot of people that I talk to are really happy about that. It's just so much more skill based, and these dual lanes start to shape up as Kuka makes an appearance down the bottom. Still not quite landing these storms just yet, but he's making his presence known. Again, all you need to do is maybe do some side pulls. That works. Other than that, just misses it. Unfortunate. But yeah, other than that, you just need to keep Carl busy. Then Omni can do his thing.
Yeah, Omni can do his thing. That's pretty much the essence of this lane. You're gonna have an initiation on the Gunker, but
Some heals, some punches. Gotta be a bit careful still. I mean, Slark, if he manages to get a few right clicks in, can hit
It's
quite
hard.
hard. And, yeah.
Yeah.
If you use your heal already, then gotta play a little bit more defensively for a moment. Just with level 1 heal. Somehow he missed that last hit.
Double damage.
It feels Batman.
yeah, it's the only upside they have him is that he's gonna get a lot of experience while the Gunker gets away. That's a triple range creep wave coming in under his tower. Slark pushed it out because they were going unlimited torrent and missing creeps. He's gonna get level 3 out of this with the Omni.
Radiant scan here. They know that Kunka's missing. They know that something's amiss, but he still hits a torrent. Arthur ready to go with a slow, and he has a PD rune. He can protect up the tower for a little bit. Maybe settle for a kill, but with TP in from Naga. So Zoom, Stone Quit salving up. Luna did the same thing up top, so everything is just fine. And, Sam interrupting the pull here. Securing these extra last hits. Oh. He played well for himself here, despite still not being able to really deal with the Slark. And eventually the zero can become an issue if they get to play the game like they want to.
Yeah. I feel like the lanes are shaping up fine for Trash. They have a Slark to work with. The only thing I would be concerned about is the mid lane. Well, he's doing okay against the Queen of Pain. Will pull ahead, and that is to be expected. You're supposed to lose this lane. You're supposed to lose pretty much any Storm lane. But I feel like a little bit more pressure would be needed from Nagasari. Just stay in that mid lane. Just make pressure. Make sure the Storm gets at least the farm. You can recover on levels on the Storm. Not like you can gank that efficiently at level 6 anyways. It's not like an escaping tool. So just make sure you get like early mana reaching up and running, and you secure up by having some farm.
Well, so far they're not doing that. Let's see if it ends up biting them in the ass. That's right now. Look at this. Omni Knight. Doing the creep wave drag thing himself now. That's a bit interesting. Yeah, I mean, this lanes going like they are, there's probably not even going to be a first blood until like 7-8 minutes in. Or like until the Queen of Pain gets like level 6, level 7, wants to rotate around, or gets a solo kill mid if Storm is not careful. Certainly have an opening here because you're gonna hit level 6 before he will. Little tussle down here. Carl, oh no. Try to secure the rune. Haunter comes in to finish off chasing them away. Cancel TP. Tagonian is still around and he gets the bounty rune. Will he get the other one before he dies though? And very well might. He doesn't.
Oh.
First blood as he's committing for that.
I almost could set it. But nope. Couldn't get died before.
Oh man.
Unfortunate. Really unfortunate. But hey. He got one rune, right? Yeah, still 3 going the way. Trash. This is rough. Like level 6 Queen of Pain in the mid lane. Look at all the damage. You might even just kill him straight up here.
It doesn't actually have the mana for the Song Wave, so he has to blink
Doesn't
forward
need
into the Stream of Pain. Doesn't have the salve available to be able to live through tower shots. And 3 points up in the Shadow Strike. Yeah, this is why the Storm is just keeping himself so low of a health pool. He just straight up can't survive. Well, we could just see the 2 points and then start maxing out the Scream of Pain instead, just for farming, but he's just very happy dominating the lane and keeping the Storm away as top lane to run down the Warlock.
There's 3k gold ahead, and this is due to the Slug just farming so dominantly over the Luna. Luna's really getting pressured by the Unlord. That is unpredicted. Like, I did not expect this. Like, usually you just end up being fine just by having that extra damage from the Lunar Blessing. And you have a Warlock on the lane, and you have a Kunkka on the lane, but well, level 5 Underlord. You get levels for level 3 Firestorm, you're gonna take damage every time you go up to close to an asset now.
Well, unless you kill him. Extra right clicks, no more Lucent Beams on Desmond at this point. Stout Shield, 2 points up into the Atrophy Aura, just enough to keep him safe. This turns into full on trial end up here. This result, I mean, with all of this action happening, look at the Luna's last, it's 28 and 6. To 45 and 20, Haunter, he's getting a completely free lane now. There's no way that the Omni Knight can fight him now with his level deficit.
Yeah, level deficit indeed. This Queen of Pain is just... I see her buying... he is going for the power treads. I would have really loved if he just rushes the Veil. I feel like with the Veil, he just run around the map, kill the slot all over again. Oh, nice little dodge on the dagger in the mid. But there's a Kunkka sitting by, and they might have a Tor, and completely missed it. Oh. Jumping him anyway. Oh, deleted. Wow. Well executed.
Storm right now. Like, there better be some stacks coming out soon for him to catch up on.
It's a level 4 Shadow Strike. He maxed it.
That is crazy. This is something that you normally see out of
melee lanes, yeah.
No, not melee lanes, just 4-position co-ops when that was the thing in SEA a while back.
Oh no.
They max out. Oh, nice Torrent actually. Catching the Underlord. But Luna super low health, can be bursted down. With a Storm Spirit just a little bit too late to the party. That's not straight up TPing. He's going back. Still gonna be receiving quite a bit of health points from that stint in base. So he can fight again. The Axe actually helping him out. It's like Andres. He's gonna fall too. They do get the... Yeah, Arthur rotating in. They do get the 1 kill and maybe the second one with the damage over time onto the Underlord. I look to try and deny him, but
another one.
The last take was too big.
Yeah, level 4 dagger. That's really coming in handy. I really like it what he's doing. That is a super smart move actually on his end.
Yep. Oh.
So much damage on the dagger.
You don't often see it, so you can't often talk about it.
Yeah, it's like 50% movement slow as well. So I know. If you ask me, that is a really good build this game because besides the Storm, nobody can really dodge it out. I guess yes, Lark can, but well, I think it's fine. The only problem they face is the Slug farming up too quickly because he's going straight for the Shadow Blade, and I feel like the moment he gets it, he's just gonna hunt this Luna around the map.
Yep. Well, it's the danger of the Slug with a lot of early farm. You can certainly turn it into more.
Yeah. 42 lasted, Slug is sitting on almost 80 at that point, 23 denies as well. 44 lasted on the Storm, not too bad in the mid lane, but he's up against the 23 denies on the Queen of Pain with the 40 lasteds as well. So he's falling behind in that sense.
Axe back on the Slug, but the ultimate TP, nothing to cancel it. Oh, level 6 out on the walk.
Ah yes, the discount Dark Willow, classic.
I would say discount question mark, but you have
no. Willow is the old yeah. That's the real Slug. That's the really Slug move. She has been created or put into the game and immediately outclassed the Slug. Alpha taking a lot of damage, but hey, he should be fine.
What?
Well, Burning Legion was really like, do what you must, as I have already won. That was so much more money for him. Actually 60 more, but he ended the streak.
Guess this is what happens to some mid laners when you lose a lane. You really have that bloodlust in your eyes when you see an opportunity to kill your quarrel, essentially. And yeah, bit of a tunnel vision. Dies himself, but he does get the kill just before, I do believe, right? Yeah. So hey, could have been worse. Okay, game slows down a little bit.
It slows down a little bit, but that's I don't know, like the Queen of Pain going for Orchid now. I gotta question this. Like, he won his lane so hard. Like, they have the Luna struggling, but still they allow the Slug to just completely run rampant. Like, he's gonna have like a 12, 13 minute Shadow Blade, if not earlier. Then he's just gonna kill everybody.
Yeah. Maybe that's also part of the reason why Storm went in for that, just forcing out that Sonic Wave. Even if he dies, at the very least, Queen of Pain cannot boost that against the Stark, and at this point, without that spell, there's no way you kill him.
Sure enough, you need that AoE damage, and you have. I mean, they have good AoE tools actually. They have the Omni Knight to work with the Torrent, but you need that setup. You need that initial, be it elusive beam or whatnot.
Coca combo up top, plus the Eclipse. Really didn't like the Sunlord being in the lane.
Good kill for them. That's exactly precisely what Luna needs. They do lose a tower at the bottom though, and it's a 4k gold lead shaping up at 12 minutes in. This is just like last game, where Trash gets super far ahead early on, but I feel like down the road, they still have it on the 9. They still have the better mid to late game.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There it is. Oh, they find the net. But Stark, yeah, I was thinking of somebody else. Maybe he could have caught somebody trying to go help the Warlock, but they leave him to the zone. So end up dropping and well, get a free kill, put the pressure on top, and well, they get towers for free. Like there was none of this trading that you sometimes see.
Nice.
Yeah, nice X combos. That's the one good tool that they have against Storm. If you time
that was actually really good. So he teased using the X mark to bring him back, and then Storm was using his lightning his ball lightning, and just couldn't dodge it, and then he just pulled him back afterwards when he was in animation and torrented him perfectly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, get another tower up top. And
Illusion.
drawing a line, drawing an arrow. Hey, this is where they are, guys.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Go on,
they are somewhere here. Just find them. Arthur, gotta watch out here.
Is under attack.
It's the blink.
Slark still looking. This is sentry down from
Radiant's bottom tower
Dire's
is
side.
under attack.
No actual observer ward right next to it, so right now he knows that
Dire's
he's
middle
unscouted.
tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Can't really go on Queen of Pain without any more control. He's gonna just blink out of the pounce.
Going to try and hunt for this Omni Knight. Hunter actually finds the jump, but yeah, Ripple makes sure end of that. There's a net coming out, so he's doing a lot of damage, and that's forces out the ultimate. Goes on even further. I think he wants that kill. I think he gets super greedy on it, but that is really far extending into a tower.
That's a lot of games used, but there it is, the big combo. Not sure if they actually got the extra damage from Faded Bonds to the Sonic Wave. Either way, right now they all survive, but Desmond can't take more damage. Burning Legion cannot afford it. And he's actually going to take out the dad on top of the Shadow Word. Desmond himself also called for nice little torrent.
Team killer!
So despite of the Song of the Siren, Storm didn't have enough mana left for TP. He couldn't get out there. And then Bird Haunter, alright. He's making it a little bit more digestible. Getting an extra kill for himself.
Yeah, this is the classic Warlock moment where we just smirk. You just see him like, yeah, sure, keep fighting. I don't mind. And just get a kill on the opposing end. There's an Eclipse top. Free kill on the Naga side now, extended just ever so slightly.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about with the Luna up against the Bloodseeker, obviously.
Oh?
Everyone was running at you is...
Oh, puppy!
That is a bad time to disconnect. Or to lag, because Luna, she was just standing there.
Awkward.
But, yeah.
Awkward.
I think she would, even if she started to run, she would have died. Burning Legion, plenty of mana left.
Yeah, there's nothing she can do. The only option she has available is a magic wand with 2 charges, or going for the Mask of Madness. And considering that there's a storm with an Overvortex, he's just straight up dead.
Yeah.
There we go.
Back to the Magpie, a level 1 Vortex, but more than enough damage. It's very important for Storm. Because he has a lot of catch up to do. I mean, Slark, being as strong as he is it's good and all, but there's only so much he can do as the game goes on. And D9 is continuing to go for these 5-man group ups around that golem. Obviously, you don't have it right now, but you know what I mean, right? Slark doesn't really like engaging 5-on-5, so you need that extra bit of damage dealer to be able to get these quick kills to give you the advantage.
It's only a 1k lead to actually climb back with this Luna and some nice cheeky kills.
Go into the shadows regardless to heal up. It's all good.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
Nothing happened. But these are some big stacks. When we're talking about stacks for the Storm, I haven't really scouted a lot of them out. But D9 have been very diligent about stacking up this ancient camp next to the mid lane. Luna gonna get much stronger on back of that, going for it. Pull on Hurricane Pike first, I do believe, after the Mass Commands. It's a little bit hard to make use against the Slark, if you get jumped on, obviously you can't use that to get out of the pounce. But beyond that, it's always nice to have to just get away from not just the Slark, but more importantly, almost a Storm. So, alright, that's a free kill this time.
Here I am.
And Storm, speaking of him, is actually going for the Luna. And another zipper not right, they get the kill. Now with the extra follow-up route, Kunka throws down the boat. He has a little bit of extra help, and out of there has a Sonic Wave to throw out, and does it now. There's a dead Naga. Only support, Vernon Legion, that's the real deal here. If they can somehow run him down, he doesn't have... does have a little bit of extra mana coming in, enough to zip to safety if necessary. That was a successful engagement there for Trash Talkers. And Queen of Pain. Well, get that already, but yeah, still without the ultimate, limited damage output. Still should be enough to fight up against a Storm, but not for too much long, as he does have the duels coming out. And at that point, the silence, of course, doesn't really help you too much in terms of blocking it down, unless you can time it somehow after the duels, if you force it out some other way, for example with the axe.
Alright, I guess. Orchid coming out in the slog. That is a big key item timing. Same on the Storm Spirit, he will be finishing up the dual scepter just to counter out the Orchid from the Queen of Pain. I feel like it's still going pretty good from the end of Trash Talkers, simply because they have two heroes that slowly pull ahead and really make a difference here. I actually expected I expected the Queen of Pain to do way more on the map than she's doing right now. There's not much, and he's going straight up into like the Sealer's Guard. After this, alright, cancel that plan. Going to the BKB instead. Probably the right move.
Oh yeah.
Might even go for the Yule Scepter himself, just so he has an easy escape from the Orchid on the slog. They're gonna gun Kunka on the top here. He's done for.
Hello and goodbye, is what they say. Pretty much at the same time. There's the Orchid from the Slark, yeah. So, I was waiting for something like that, and under that background, the BKB makes a lot more sense and is a lot more necessary than any other item really for the Queen of Pain. And also for the Luna, which is one of the reasons you might think that, hey, maybe the Hurricane Pike is just a little bit too slow. Or just slowing down the item progression a little bit too much. At the very least, it does add some tankiness, so...
Yeah, just
do that.
I know. I just look at the network and I see the Snark on top with 2k gold lead and the Storm slowly crouching and on top of the Loon as well. And Loon is not really here that is good against Snark, especially not because she's skipping the BKB. No early mentor either. He needs the Hurricane Pike first, so he has an escape against like against the net, against the Underlord. There's 2 roots already, so she has so many items she's just forced to go into that I don't feel like she has a big chance going up against the Snark.
Come down how the net was developed here, but for now, that's an Orchid onto Jakiro. Should be a fairly easy kill. But with the X control, the Song of the Siren though, looking to try and turn this around already. Committing the Underlord spells though. No real easy way of turning that into more.
I have 2 roots after all. I guess that's fine. There's one of them.
Yeah, there's one, and that's very quick. That Arthur, nice little boat. And Warlock, he's actually still waiting on the Shadow Blade. Drops the Golem now with the Fatal Bombs, but without the Queen of Pain to follow up, how much can you do? I guess Sam has a loot there, but also on Hunter. He can just seal up with his own ultimate. And even this Guardian Angel still not help them at all. TP is cancelled. So he is dead, and so is the Conqueror's Haunter. Brings him down
For nothing.
This D9 just staggering the spells way to the efficient lane, just committing to this fight without the Queen of Pain, without the damage dealer.
Radiant's
Or
top tower.
one of the damage dealers, even Luna wasn't part of that at all. And speaking of Luna, Haunter. It's gonna be another soul kill, especially with that Orchid,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I would think. There we go. Should have waited another second and for that Eclipse animation to
Dire's
finish.
bottom tower has fallen.
Aww. I love clipping so much.
So rude, actually.
It's not rude. They just want to help him get some levels.
That's the
Dire's
excuse.
towers are fortified.
It's the excuse
Come
for
on,
being rude.
it is a little. It's a little bit BM, but it also gives the player you tip something out of it. So I guess it's fine. Orchid coming up, but hey.
All-time duels. Storm is absolutely fine.
Invisibility.
Right down for the count, wrapping around. Yeah,
Should
as long
be,
as there's hunting,
and they can't defend it without the spells. Arthur is still there though, and they do see him. Put the sentry down behind the tower. Very nicely done indeed. So this attempt is gonna be bearing any fruits there from first Arthur. So they have to focus on those things. Top tier tier 2 tower. Should be fairly easiest choice now as the creep is right there.
Yeah. The top tower is way easier to take because there's only one real approach that you can take from a defensive, which is either just straight up coming from the right or you make a wraparound from the jungle. Meanwhile, in mid you have like there's 5 directions you can defend from
Dire's
or attack
top
from.
tower
So
has
yeah,
fallen.
that's the nature of the mid lane. You can rotate into the jungle. Haunter is still Haunter. Yeah, I keep reading Hunter, but it's Haunter.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Right now he's still sitting perched on top of that the peak essentially.
Are scanning.
Power peak. Power spike if you will. Now, again that's another free kill. Especially with picking up the D-Do on the way, Omni-Knight. Actually keeping himself alive with that sort of defiance, so the Orchid Pop's not finished him off. He has to be very, very fast. They call in reinforcements from Legion. Finds the Queen of Pain, overstaying a welcome. And Sam, he's not even out of the woods yet either. He's inside the woods right now. Oh no, they can't fight him.
Gets the right
Somehow he
spot.
finds the right spot to TP out of.
Was an ice bath, but could have gotten lucky. Didn't work out in the end. I don't know, I feel like Trash might end this game within the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like they have an easy timing here. They will finish up the Bloodstone. They have Slug absolutely snowballing out of control. Just going for the BKB next. The moment he gets the BKB, you just don't kill him anymore. There's just nothing you can do about him.
The X with nothing more committed. Probably for a pretty good choice he has the need. So think about defending high ground, which is the one thing that we still try and look forward to. Defending high ground with the Warlock and hoping that the Trash Talkers do the same thing that they did last game. Basically just throw their bodies into them and then die to the Warlock combos.
Yeah, the only problem with that is that Slark just easily gets rid of the Fatal Bonds, even mid-fight, and then he goes into the ultimate, it's basically fine.
Yeah.
Would even... I feel like at this point, it's out of your control. Even with the Warlock, there's not much you can do. You need the Slark to make a very big misstep where he wastes all his invisibility and spells and then gets nuked down by an Eclipse or by Queen of Pain. But the moment he gets that BKB, this will no longer happen. Yeah, just like that.
It could have been one of the mistakes if he actually committed on the Queen of Pain. Now X back into throw to the boats. Okay.
Yep,
They need approach of the X.
They need exactly that.
Yeah.
The revenge chip. Yeah, you deserve that one, Haunter. You know it.
Radiant's middle tower.
He's
is
still
under attack.
killable, as it turns out. And now Roshan. B9. They get themselves these objectives to kind of offset the massive gold advantage the Trash Wanted still have, not just on the course, but also some of these supports. That Stone Spirit, look at where he's at. He has the vision, zips across, they know he's there, but he's orking it up! No! You accept it only now, but it's only super cool. Do they have the follow-up? They do not. Eclipse, actually, they did have the axe. But could not finish off enough damage here. Arthur
He snatched
the
it!
ages. As the Radiant actually gets lasted on Roche. That was Song of the Siren again. Into nothing in particular.
I don't even know what was happening in that Roche fight. Everybody was all over the place. I don't even know who was hitting Roche. Who deserves the Roche kill more there? I feel like the Radiant did the majority of the damage at the end. So I actually get the last hit. So they get the money out of it, I guess. They can kill the Corp easily enough 2 times. That's not the biggest issue. There's the BKB coming out for her now, but did not stop them in the past, just locking her down.
I think they got the axe from Storm after he ulted. Or just before, and they dragged him back, but Luna was ahead of the Roche, or in front of the Roche pit with the Eclipse, so he didn't have that extra follow-up damage, so he could just straight up zip back out again. So if they get the Storm there, it's a much better fight. As it stands, at the very least, they get the Aegis in their own hands, and most importantly, not give it over to Storm, because that would have been the invitation for Trash to just end the game, essentially. And this
He's
might well
finding-
still be with the Arcane Wind in the bottle.
Yeah, find
but-
some compensation for it, and they always spotted out the ward, so as long as it's not going to find anyone, they're going to pull back together on the side of G9, but still, you kind of, do you group up? Do you keep farming the Luna? Because Luna, like, look at the farm, there's no Manta on the way, has to go into the BKB after full Hurricane Pike. Taking a quick look at the net worth, is like, yes, she's on top of her team, but it still feels like she has absolutely nothing in terms of farm. Until you get that Manta, you will keep getting targeted, and he's just gonna get his BKB forced out every time.
Yep.
Radiant's
There's
bottom tower
not many
is under
ways
attack.
that they can take team
Radiant's
fights that are
bottom
favorable.
tower has fallen.
Meteor Hammer up on the Nagasari. Some additional pushing power, or the potential big song coming in. We all dream of that 5-man Meteor Hammer, don't we?
Yeah.
I think Naga is one of it. Naga and Tree Protector are the best heroes to ever build Meteor Hammer on. I love Treant. I want to see more Treant. Gotta watch Vega for that.
It's like building Meteor Hammer on Phoenix, and then just
Yeah, true.
build a dive bomber. Oh, okay, let's zip in. Starts on the Onion Knight. He can get his pipe off, but this time it will not be enough to save him. BKB from Haunter, just make sure, and there's the song. Catching one. Silence on Storm for now, but they did catch Arthur. Can he get the blink out? What? They just use the Aegis. That's the golem being dropped. Fatal Bonds on everybody. It Eclipse from the side. If it doesn't work now, then it won't. Desmond, there's not enough damage to bring it down. Arthur in the backlines gets the Jakiro. Everyone else jumping or zipping and getting themselves out only just.
This feels a little bit like last game. Just saying. Not saying that they're losing it yet, but this was the first. Last time we had 4 Warlock fights at the high grind with Fortification, and this was the first one. Just saying.
Again, the same holds true now that we said in the last game. If Trash Talk fight again immediately, it's gonna be perhaps a little bit harder because of the song also being
Over here now.
quite a long cooldown. But if they fight immediately, they do not have to deal with the Golem. Do not have to deal with the Sonic Wave or the Eclipse. And D9 they know it too, so instead trying to push out these waves and trying to force Trash Talkers into not going for another high ground push right now.
Slog on the hunt.
On the hunt, if you will.
I get it. Very funny. Never complain about my jokes again. Oh, mate, you're X-marked. Yeah, he's just standing still. I think he realized he fucked up.
So I think Kunkas expect many an enemy in 2 kills like that. I have not seen a Kunka do it to himself. This was the first for me.
I like how he just stood still afterwards, like, yeah, I really screwed that up, didn't I?
It's a big deal, because without the Kunka, it's a big high ground defense missing. Green Pain also died in mid while that was happening, so now Repel onto Luna to get her save, but this tower is going to fall. The tier 3 down.
Back to actually kicking in for a second. Gives him some time to work with, but Meteor Hammer prevails. And no Golem, 20 seconds.
Well, starting to mount up, Eclipse, but there's plenty of creeps there, not really all that effective. Storm, the Eclipse into the backlines, trying to take out the Warlock. Another Repel though, right on the money together with that On-Night ultimate. Still surviving, but they need to get some kills. There's the Axe back onto Desmond. He'll take the rest of the team to safety. This is the Uber driver throwing everybody out of the car.
He tips him afterwards. Wow, that was a friendly team tip. That's a deserved tip right there. Yeah. Took one for the team.
It's like noble sacrifice. You deserve this money.
Yeah, take some money. Now die for me. Yeah.
So overall, still a very good play from Trash Talkers. Get an objective. They get out on every heal that they possibly can get out on. And they fought without the ultimates really being ready on the other side. So they've learned from their mistakes in the last game, I think.
Yeah, I feel like Trash they can't afford running into the high ground again. Like I feel like you almost sacrifice one of your lesser, like I would say sacrifice the Nagasar and sacrifice the Jakiro. Just try to force it this Warlock Golem immediately back off with the Underlord afterwards. And then really skate.
Either that or just use the song.
True.
So far it hasn't been... we've seen this one beat song inside the dial, it still didn't work out, but oh god no. The Golem, nice silence there from Burning Lead.
Luna died for 80.
He saw the Warlock winding up for the Golem to save the Luna. The quick zip into the Orchid means that they can secure this kill, and 65 seconds, no buyback.
I feel like I feel like they should have let him actually throw our BKB force on Quab into TB. But just imagine if he actually wall him gold in. Wall him. Yeah, nice one.
Wall him, yeah.
If he actually dropped the rock there, then that would have meant they don't have it for this fight. But again,
them off one by one, and now the song.
Yeah.
Triple Meteor Hammer potentially here, and perfectly executed. Golem is being dropped now, they're all bonded up. Sonic Wave still comes out, but the Macroplier into the Ice Path, or the other way around, no matter what it is. The damage is there, Storm Spirit, it all got zapped back, but not before. I mean, that was almost unnecessary.
Pinging intensifies.
I mean, Haunter dies, but everyone else survives, and look at this zip. He wants to get the full 5-man wipe, and the silence. Another big zip into Vortex.
You can just take the range. Will you do?
Damage here. Why the hell not?
No, it's too late. Alright.
Oh.
The fake back. Had to hurt.
Fake back? It was just Kunka running in for no reason.
Yeah, because he saw Storm was backing off, and then like, nope, Storm never backs off. Not with her bloodstone with so many charges.
Even then, there's no reason. They're not even creeps for him to kill.
There's still backdoor, guys. You can't kill this.
kill heroes though, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Middle barracks are under attack.
This right here, this should never happen in any game of Dota, because there's literally no point. There's no point for the Radiants to be sitting on the high ground for the golem and skip the creep wave, and there's no point for the Dire to go in one by one and let themselves be killed.
Dire's middle barracks
Some
are
solid,
right
solid
now.
NA
Dire's
strats.
structures are fortified.
But yeah,
man.
finally, backdoors removed, fortification on site, and one line of frags. Potentially the second one. I feel like they can lock this game down now. Because they know there's no golem for another minute, and what is really stopping them? This storm is unstoppable.
This is fake back. Smoke up, into the stun, PKB off in time. Not too much damage though because of the repel, so Sam coming in big here for Arthur.
Oh. Nobody saw that.
What?
Nothing. Nothing happened. Move on.
What?
Move along, nothing to see here.
What are you talking about?
The ice buff on the root target, he missed it. It's really hard hitting static targets, okay? Oh yeah, that's a region rune.
The thing is, that's psychological warfare. You're just saying, yeah, I don't even need to hit my ice buff to win this game. You gotta have, oh my god. Yeah, region rune, 24 bloodstone charges, and an Aegis and Storm.
Yeah, good luck, have fun.
Yeah. One of these teams will. Well, will have fun, that is. The other, not so much. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the death sentence. They cannot contest this Roche. They have one more combo to work with. But Storm can just basically force it out solo. Infanto with PK, he's actually the one holding the Aegis, which is very unorthodox.
I can understand, because he was struggling before. He's not really that tanky with only 1,500 health. They need him in the fight to keep the pressure up, and he did fall victim to all the burst damage.
Yeah.
So Storm did not, like, Storm is tanky, like,
Yeah.
he has a cheese as well. It's just as good. It's the second rush of the game. Shiva's got up and running, so he takes less damage from Kunki if he starts hitting, because he's gonna sit in the back line.
Yeah.
So I think it's justifiable. If they definitely want to end the game, they could have put both on him.
Oh, there it is, repel. Reuse the counters back to half health. There's the X. And the Storm used out. That'll be the end of that.
My eternal gratitude.
Yeah, he can just poke him with a stick. Come on, do something, Storm. Do something. Angrily points at the monitor.
Go shift their focus. Bottom lane's kind of pushed in. Like, ideally, you'd have someone have to Storm zipping in towards the bottom to skip that. But they want to keep their position obfuscated or just focus on the shrine.
Yeah, if they only had a hero that could quickly travel between lanes and has the drawback to push out lanes, right? If they only. Oh, they're sending Slark down. He's effectively support now. That's your life now, Slark. Deal with it.
Oh man. Yeah. Taking it slow, taking it safe. There's plenty of time left on the Aegis and limited time on the cheese, for that matter. Again, at this point they could actually afford to just dive in head first, even though there's the Warlock Golem and all the ultimates available. But again, they learned from the last game. They don't want to repeat that same experience.
Yeah, nothing's really stopping them unless there's the perfect Warlock combination, and then even I don't think you kill the Storm with it. He's too tanky with all this armor, with the cheese up and running, the Bloodstone, and he's gonna dodge some of the abilities, that's for sure. And they have a loaded top they can work with. They have Slark with the Aegis, so the best you can get in a fight is like killing the Naga Siren, the Jakiro, and then getting rid of the Aegis, and then you're up against an Underlord on 3 cores or from the side of trash, and they just keep fighting all the time.
Dota takes some spells here, but that's zip into the back. Golem comes out. Oh no, the boat comes out. And Haunter, well, just use the Ace of Death Note. A lot of damage being shared. He's pretty damn tanky. That's the Song of the Siren. Ready to turn things around. Full 5-man lineup is there. Carl, oh god. Actually running away from him.
He gets stuck.
Sure about this one, because We'll be able to run down a few more people. That's Nagas Tower also giving her life, and I thought he was looking for more. That's another blink to work with and wants to commit onto Desmond.
Oh, get the Legion rune.
Yeah, seems good.
Mine! And he still has to
because
cheese.
of that. There it is, all the way to the side. Control up on the Luna. It's a big kill, especially with the Nullifier coming in, making it very, very easy. Unnecessary since BKB was in cooldown regardless. Next stop, Arthur. But sounds up
Now there's no rock.
On the chase immediately.
No rock, just run up. Run up there. Dude, come on, you can do it.
No Golem, no Luna, no Sonic Wave. Even though you're missing your supports, like this should still be a very easy push, or easy kills, I guess. Depending on what you want to go for, Storm Spirit. No way to get rid of the Silence himself right now, so he's being X. Trying to dodge it, and likely mistimed with a bow. Haunter in the middle also. Perhaps a reason for that, creating some chaos, but they do feel the necessity to get themselves out.
Yeah, I'd rather play safe. I think he's selling some excess items. Getting a sheep maybe. Oh no, it's travels. Okay. I was thinking like maybe get something so you can pop the Orchid easily enough, but
Yeah.
BKB will also win them the game on the Storm.
BKB, don't be greedy. You can just that's a long zip. I'm actually
Alright,
connecting
what-
those, so no damage done directly.
I'd question why did he even go back with the Storm if he just zips back in and has no mana again? Well, I mean, he has mana in a second, but
Yeah.
but still, it makes no sense.
It's crazy. 3 bottle charges. He's back up
Chain
to
Rune
full because he's 3 more now. 88 mana regen per second. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Only.
And Arthur gets a blink out, but hey, guess what? Mobility's BKB is still being forced. This is redonkulous, as they say. Not even ridiculous, just redonkulous mana regen.
Absolutely bonkers. 20 seconds, then there's another golem up. 5 for the Guardian Angel. So I have some tools to work with.
Go again. Let's Golem. Well, force out in the water, crossing in, okay, keeping him safe. There's the dust. Let's keep an eye on him. Tier 3 has fallen. Another zip. There's the Song of the Siren. There's enough setup here between the two of them. Don't think he'll actually reach the Conker, and they will not. He can get a few spells out, but it might be too late. Mules, the boat coming through. Lost control, but don't actually get the kills. Arthur forced to buy back. It's, well, they lose more and more heroes. Also, it's just way too mobile, way too powerful. Maybe now, X back on the Haunter. Once again, the Uber driver says goodbye. Oh, maybe not. Interrupts as they realize they can actually take this fight. Just bait him in, essentially. They're taking damage, but now Arthur, what more can you bring to the table? Burning Legion still only use the cheese in that. Be a bit more careful here. The rest of his mana to zip out the silence onto Magnusar, and Golem actually still alive to run her down. But Haunter, he's haunting, he's hunting. Both of these things. Mini Doom ready to go. The Bloodthorn in the Nullifier. I think it's Sphere and Queen of Pain though, so not easy to actually get that off on her.
I've gotta watch out, Luna. Don't stay in one place. He's looking for it. Only a DD rune. Only a DD rune. This time, Luna. This time.
So this long
Hey, Bob. How are you doing?
Told you a storm was coming.
That's game, isn't it?
That should be, right?
2 minutes on the sidelines.
Unkillable Storm. DD rune. Nice
The
bit
rune
pushing.
of many wins. That's what they call that. This is another one for them. Slipping in, silencing everybody. An extra Golem though, at least. That's also normal on the night. Warlock can come back, but even if he does, he doesn't have his proper ultimate to work with. This is nothing they can do in this game. Like, if this doesn't go the way of Trash Talkers, then there's no justice in it.
Yeah, they have no Spectre this time.
And close up here, Ice Path, Macropire, but BKB can still come out on Luna. Focus on Bunker gets Lilicates, almost in safety. And as I always say, almost doesn't get you anything in Dota.
This is completely over. But hey, we're gonna have a game 3. Nice.
Could have it right now if they GG'd when they should have. No, instead they're taking one more fight. Right outside the fountain and they're losing it.
One last ride. There's the... No, there's a G. There's a GG.
Alright, there we go. Everyone's dead. Diving the fountain. The end of it.
Yeah. I feel like they had absolutely zero answer to the storm. And they didn't pressure enough with the Queen of Pain.